years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Bank of America Stadium, home to the Panthers here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my
spaces. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball. Turning it on! Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll pull it on the read. Plows through the defense. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So the Memphis Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Tigers are on the move. quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, Hurricane! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just... straight down.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Sends it back in motion. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the option, he'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. They go to the draw. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Working the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative hit.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well.
Brings it down on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Willis. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They just keep firing. Finds a tight end down the gut. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Forced out of the pocket. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of... that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hard running there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Canes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the returner is stopped. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him. You get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Willis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play.
this offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Tight coverage there did not stop it from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. Into
the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun. That's caught. It's Peppers. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The quick out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, to the defense. They were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Hand off from the shotgun. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down at the 41.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Backed up now here, second and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the tight end. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise... offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Memphis. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. He's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Smith dropping to pass. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Ready. Give to the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 38 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Smith wants to throw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. bring it out. It's coffee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that would be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it and drive on third down. He's taking the deep shot. And the ball is batted down incomplete, but a flag flies, and it looks as if the defender got there a little early with the contact.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the... Because the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Smith dropping to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching enough.